to blue eyes, want to fade away into the scars on lights on my bones. I'm here to stay, and I don't know what it's all about. Get to the part where there are no doubts. Get to the part where I feel complete. I've been on the run for so long. Now I found me. Fears disappear, I'm standing strong. I'm breaking free. And I don't know what it's all about. Get to the part where there are no doubts. Get to the part where I feel complete. I wanna know what it's all about. I've seen this day turn to blue eyes, want to fade away into the scars on lights on my bones. I'm here to stay, and I wanna know what it's all about. Get to the part where there are no doubts. Get to the part where I feel complete. I've been on the run for so long. Now I found me. Fears disappear, I'm standing strong. I'm breaking free. And I wanna know what it's all about. Get to the part where there are no doubts. Get to the part where I feel complete.
¿Dónde coño era? Aquí. ¿Qué pasa? Muy buenas. Muy buenas. ¿Qué toca hoy? Pues... terminar el juego del lobo, tío, del lobillo. Está bastante flama, voy a terminarlo hoy. Mientras se abre, pues vamos a ir hablando. Se me ha ido la hora, la verdad, un poco, porque he estado comiendo. Pero, oye, está guapo. El juego del lobo y yo, vamos a terminarlo. A ver, estoy nervioso. Porque, ¿qué va a pasar? Yo supongo. Vamos a ir a por la tía esta, por Bloody Mary. Vamos a reventarle la cabeza. Y luego vamos a ir por el otro tonto. Yo quiero reventar la cabeza a los dos. A mí me suda toda la polla. A Bloody Mary la voy a matar. Fácil. A Bloody Mary muertísima. Y al otro tonto es al que a lo mejor le dejo vivo para que lo juegue. Pero a Bloody Mary me la reviento. Se está abriendo el juego. Ay, voy a probar a ver si funcionaba. ¿A qué botón era? Ah, creo que quité los botones, puede ser. Puede ser quitarse los botones. Bueno, pantalla del juego. A ver si se ve. Se debería de ver. Voy a esperar un poquillo a ver si... Vale, se ve. Después a mí se me escucha. El juego creo que se debería de escuchar también. Uy, se me ha quedado pillado, ¿eh? Ostras, escucha. Oh, vale. Vale. Voy a ver si se escucha bien y todo. Ahora cuando estemos dentro, ¿verdad? Episodio 5. Empezamos. Del tirón, pum. Ni me lo pienso.
I mean, your
Ojo.
eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss. Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff?
Vale, vale, vale. Se debería de escuchar todo bien y tal. Voy a comprobarlo. Vale, vale, vale. Se debería de escuchar todo bien. Voy a comprobarlo. Vale, creo que sí. Voy al recordatorio. Yo del principio de la tía esa no me acordaba mucho, la verdad. Sé que es la que tenía la piel de burro y tal. Pero tenso, tenso, ¿eh?
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Cigarrillo. Venga. Venga, concentración.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff. Relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin. Well, gramercy me. Take a seat at the very least.
Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends. You're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here, but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while now. Ever since I came aboard these shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures. Never said
no
a
sé de qué
bad
habla.
word. And that relationship's worked till these ends.
Just what are you talking about?
I've just been left in relative peace, I think puts it best. Allowed to live my own way.
Vale.
What do you think you're
¿Dónde?
doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating.
¿Dónde va? ¿Dónde
So
va? Fiera?
don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Yo
Well,
sí que ganas de reventar la cabeza.
For the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Estás
You're
destruyendo esta
destroying
ciudad.
this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery, kidnapping, extortion, murder?
Ay, ay, ay,
What
la
would you
cosa la
call the
cara, la cara.
wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
You're right that there's a conspiracy, but you're the one behind it.
I have no need for treachery, Bigby. I do everything right out in the open. But I can understand the confusion, and I'm truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with.
Ya sé
You
quién lo
really
hizo.
don't need to worry yourself further.
¿Quién lo hizo?
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information.
Me
You
la
really
diciendo.
shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
¿Tú que quieres una patada en la boca?
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Me
Tweedledee,
estás
please.
haciendo enojar.
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you?
Escúchame.
You're nothing more
That's
than a...
enough. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Oh, toma. Georgie.
However, like
¿Qué
I
pasa,
said,
tío?
I'd be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
El jersey este. Se está llevando otra paliza, ¿eh?
Yeah, I killed him, so what?
¿Cómo que qué? ¿Cómo que qué?
You
¿Cómo
should've just
que
hit your
qué?
nose where it fucking
¿Cómo que
belonged.
qué? No, 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 no. ¿Tú que
Get
eres
your hands off
gilipollas?
me!
¿Tú que eres que eres
The fact
gilipollas?
is, George here misinterpreted one of my
No, es que
instructions,
escúchame,
Misinterpreted.
escúchame.
and I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours.
Toma,
But you
venga.
could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And
you
then
told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is
Yeah.
right bollocks, this. You're
Gilipollas.
just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under
Me
the
lo
fucking
pilla-
carriage?
All right,
Vamos a hablar.
let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What
Te
the fuck is this
calles.
shit? You said you'd cover for us.
Te
For minor
calles.
infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you
¿Dónde va,
think you
dónde va,
fuckers
dónde va?
are?
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that hole at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying? Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm
bien.
not going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Hostia. ¿Qué pasa, Mary? ¿Qué
Did I
pasa,
miss
Mary?
anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Escucharme, que sois subnormales o qué os pasa. Escucharme. Es que de verdad que creo que sois subnormales, ¿sabes? Gilipollas. Vamos a ver. 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 Venga, tonto.
Take this.
¿Qué coño haces, gilipollas? ¿Eres tonto?
You're done, Wolf.
Come on,
Pregunto.
we're pretty much done here.
Escúchame. Sería hijo de puta.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Toma, es que eres tonto, es que encima es gilipollas. Es que encima es gilipollas, es que no tiene otro nombre. Tonto, que eres tonto, tío, es que eres tonto, tío, es que...
Oh, God.
No da. ¿Tú qué, gilipollas? No, derecha, montañita. Métele. Toma por culo, venga. Me sudan los cojones. Me va a pegar un tiro o algo, ¿verdad? Ah, pues no. Me sorprende que no me haya disparado.
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Bueno, que ya... Georgie es mío. ¿Dónde va con el coche? ¿Dónde va? Va con el coche, ¿dónde va? Hostia. Corre. Y eso. Que me sale una barra. ¿Qué quiere que haga? Pum. Modo lobito. Modo lobito. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, a correr. ¿A dónde ha ido? Pues ni puta idea. Para arriba. Lo siento. Perdón. Yo no cojo. Ahí está. Le he pillado. Pilladísima. De esta no sale. Escúchame. Le voy a reventar la cabeza. Escúchame. Cuidado. No llego, pero
Fuck, what was that?
Vale. Ese me suena los cojones. Gilipollas.
Take him off!
I can't.
Y si yo quiero pillar al asesino, que es este. Según me ha confesado, el asesino es este. Pues ya está, yo a este voy a coger y te voy a secuestrar. Bueno, no es secuestrar, me lo voy a llevar. Pero que se acaba el tiempo, que...
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
Ah, que me quiere atropellar.
Not moving.
Keep going!
No se mueve. Vámonos. Fium.
Come on.
Le he rajado todo el estómago. A ver, muy lejos no puede ir tampoco. Oh, ropa normal, de calle. Buenos días. Voy a ir tan tranquilo, de normal. Si me dejan examinar el coche, por algo, supongo. Perdone. No, yo a este... a este lo voy a atrapar, creo. Creo que voy a ser bueno y voy a atrapar a este.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on, I need a minute.
Okay.
¿Puedo escuchar?
Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
Oh, it's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Fuck. Well, it won't be your fault.
Buenos días. Mira, quería alquilar el servicio. El completo.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're
¿Por qué no
doing.
protejo?
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a
Bueno.
murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they
Asesinato?
couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls
So
are
it's
like...
all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't
fucking...
mean-
Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
¿Por qué lo
Why'd
hiciste?
you
Vamos a
do it then,
intentarlo.
huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave
Sigue
the
siendo
order. He
responsable.
told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like
La
him.
poquita
You
verde
could
en el
have
cabo.
done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about
¿Qué quiere
anything.
decir?
What are you talking about?
This is the original. The
¿Cómo que
girl
la
with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
¿Cómo
How could
pudiste?
you do this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee.
Uf,
That's how it
la
started
historia
anyway.
se pone...
This was supposed
Pone
to be
dura.
our place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. And the Crooked Man showed up, and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you. Sometimes all your options are
Encontraremos
shit.
otra
We'll
forma.
find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life.
Vale,
I
vale,
thought it
cuidado
would
que
be
se
different
suicida.
here.
Cuidado
But
que
it's
se
all
suicida.
the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
No te vayas a suicidar, no te vayas,
Vivian,
no.
wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them.
Estate
I look
quieta.
at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Quieta,
Vivian.
quieta.
Don't.
Goodbye,
Vivian.
Georgie.
No.
Eh...
Fuck. No, 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 no.
A tomar por culo, tío.
Why'd you have to do that,
No,
Vivian?
no, no, a tomar por culo.
Vivian. Shit.
Damn it!
No, tío. Hostia.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
Hostia.
Oh.
Hostia, tío.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
Si tiene las tripas por fuera.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right? For both of us.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole.
Sí, pero no te mueras,
You
maricón,
wanna
no te
finish me
mueras.
off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one?
Terrible.
That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did.
Lo mato.
Let's not draw this out.
Vale.
All right, Georgie.
Georgie, lo siento. Lo siento, Georgie, tío. Hostia puta, tío. Joder. Un momento, anda. Hostia. Duele, duele, ¿eh? Duele bastante. Hostia puta, tío. La historia de Vivian, la chica del lazo. Hostia, tío. Duele, ¿eh? Me ha dolido, me ha dolido. No, me ha dolido bastante, tío. Hostia. Yo no quería esto, ¿eh? Yo no quería esto. Hostia. Por ahora quiero matar al otro, en verdad. Hostia, tío. Una se ha suicidado. Al otro le he matado yo. Me quiero pegar un tiro en los cojones. Más tarde esa noche.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Sí, sí, aquí siguen. Si no, no estaría el coche, gilipollas. Hostia, Vamos a ello, vamos a ir. Entra, coño.
Of course.
Joder, tío. No, se me ha muerto el tío este, tío. Que en verdad ha sido mi culpa de todos modos. Hostia, es que lo he matado yo, claro. Hostia, tío. Es que para empezar le he rajado yo la barriga. Que en verdad le podía haber pegado una puñalada en la pierna, ¿sabes? Pero eso no lo decía yo, tío. Yo qué sé.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Se nos va a liar, ¿eh? Listo. Vamos a ello.
Bigby Wolf.
¿Quién llama?
The big bad wolf.
Ah, vale. La Bloody Mary, tío. ¿Por dónde voy? ¿Por dónde voy, coño? ¿Por aquí? Ah, pues sí. Epa, ¿y esto? Rueda.
You used to be something.
Solía ser algo. Hostia. La cabrón nos ha hecho fotos. Yo con Blancanieves. Hostia, Estas dos tenían bronca. Duro, duro.
They used to fear you.
Ellos solían temer. Lo que me teman, no.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Ah, esta es la rueda de la tortura, esa, ¿no? Bloody, ¿estás aquí? Pequeña Mary. 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 Uy, las balas de plata.
The big bad wolf.
No me vaya a pegar un tiro, por la espalda, que te veo. Hola. Hostia.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you've made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned. Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
¡Epa! ¡Epa! ¿Dónde va? Pero no vale, tío. Los TPs no vale tepearse, tío. No vale tepearse, tío. Venga. Aquí. Me va a pillar por la espalda, tío. Ya verás. Toda boca. Ahí, para estar calentito, ¿sabes? ¡Epa! Pero hija de puta, avisa. Bueno, pues nada. Es que yo qué sé, tío. No sé cómo... No sé cuándo es. Ah, pues otro corte. Creo que los estoy esquivando. Pero aquí yo no veo un carajo. Hostia, ¿qué te pasa, hija? Ah, cristales y eso. ¿Qué te pasa, hija mía? Hostia, corte que me ha metido. Pero deja de pisar los cristales. O como patada que me dio. Por lento, eso me ha pasado por lento. Y yo. No, si es que al final me matará y todo. Al final me matará y todo. Venga, venga, concentración. Me han metido 2 hostias buenas, pero... Venga, venga, se puede, se puede. Hay muchas, hay muchas. Venga, venga, venga. Se puede, se puede. No pasa nada. De todo se sale, de todo se sale. Tranquilo, tranquilo. Quita la rueda. Un momento. Uf, me pongo tenso, que me pica el cuerpo, espera. Venga, ya. La paliza, escucha. Oh. Hostia. Lobo máximo. Ole. A tomar por culo. Toma. Ultralobo. Pero podría estar ahí. Un aullido, ¿no? Soplaré y un gas natural muy bueno. Este es el logo de campanilla, supongo. O también el de los servicios. Serán varios logos, a lo mejor. Será el mismo en varias historias. Sí, corre. Corre, cabrón. Te he pillado. En el ojo no. Creía que me daban el ojo. La toma por culo. ¿Me has ganado? Espero haber ganado, la verdad. Nueva fábula, espérate. Esto hay que verlo, esto hay que verlo. Ese será el modo lobo total, ¿no? El lobo feroz. La verdadera forma de vivir es la de un gigante lobo de casi 3 metros de altura. En adición de su emblemático poder de resoplido, huff and puff, en inglés, por eso el nombre de los cigarrillos. ¡Oh! ¡Hostia! También heredó otras habilidades de su padre. El viento del norte, por ejemplo. Vivi es capaz de retener su aliento por un excesivo tiempo fuera de lo normal, haciéndole casi imposible de que se ahogue. Hostia, la lealtad de Mary. Uff, interesante, interesante. ¿Habéis esto qué es, tío? Más de una simple herramienta para talar árboles, el hacha se convirtió en uno de los... Mucho más cuando fue hechizada por los druidas y se le grabó palabras mágicas. En realidad se convirtió en un objeto de leyenda donde el leñador lo utilizó de arriba abajo. De esta manera proteger a Caperucita Roja. Puede llevar el encanto del viejo mundo, pero... Uf, está guapo, mola, mola. Hostia, venga. ¿Qué pasa, Quillo? Creo que ponía 0 días sin accidentes.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
Oh.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets.
Te relajas, no le voy a pegar, no le voy a
be the
pegar.
best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor.
No le voy a pegar, no le voy a pegar.
Unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you?
Me vale, me
Before
vale.
you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
No, pero
And I
obligaste
think
a
you know
matarle.
that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out. But I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Toma, venga.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Sí, 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 te voy a llevar.
You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question.
Uy.
What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
Sobre Faberton.
Because those are two very different things.
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them.
No, no, no.
Georgie.
Sí, sí, Georgie ya está muerto.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you
No.
say?
Pues que no. Me das la puta pistola, escúchame.
I'm sure Miss
Tiranda.
White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
Golpearlo. Una hostia se lleva. Vamos. Tiranda.
You're under arrest.
Venga.
You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
Sí, sí.
And
Ir
your
nos vamos a ir.
punishment will follow.
Pero la hostia te la has llevado. El guantazo se la ha llevado. Eso tenía yo claro que se lo iba a llevar. Ahora bien. Podía matarlo, dejarlo vivo. Le he dejado vivo para que se joda.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we
sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
Uy, vale. Buenos días.
He's
Mira.
back.
The Crooked Man.
Mira quién está aquí.
God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay?
No.
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well,
Sí,
Sheriff.
sí.
I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
Sí,
I'm
sí.
just glad you made it back in one piece.
Vamos.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Está
Yes, Sheriff.
muerto.
Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
Toma,
We have
calla.
to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Que te calle.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie.
Vamos,
Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
No voy a interrumpir.
Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Me voy a callar.
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a
Callarse.
minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
Que hable.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death. upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to
Que no
defend
puedo ir tan
yourself.
rápido.
And I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to let
is
him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to
Eso,
start
eso,
doing
eso.
things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Bien, bien.
This is ridiculous.
Vamos a tener respeto, chavales.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees.
No, esto yo
I
no lo
had
creo.
nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Eso no es lo que dijo.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Nope, de
Holly,
verdad que no.
please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
No llamaría
Helpful isn't the
servicio.
word I would use.
My comrades are another matter. And I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
Está
What
muerto.
about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Y yo, ¿puedes
Right,
hablar más
and you
bajito?
kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Hostia.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane
Ese
was the
fue
one
Crane.
who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon.
Oh,
She
sure.
left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that mattered, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for
Venga,
them.
que con esta hemos sido
Really?
buenos, con esta
The
hemos
new
sido buenos.
deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor.
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now. What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true?
No,
I know.
cometió un error.
Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you
Que
to
te
do that.
calles.
She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
Que te
It
calles.
wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man. We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Ole.
And so does the sheriff.
Hombre, casi me matan.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
Vamos.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the crooked man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Toma, venga, el puto suelo. Calladito, venga.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you need me. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Oh. Un golpe en el pecho, ¿eh? Un golpe en el pecho.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
Sí.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit! Georgie killed him.
Let me just make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course! Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What? You think you shouldn't be held accountable?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It's...
¿Quién ha sido? No cast. Pues tío, bienvenido. Muchas gracias por seguirme, tío. Eres un
It
máquina.
simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I know...
The laws apply when we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason
certain
we're
level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who
Cuando no te
will
calles te meto un
protect you
puñetazo.
from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Claro, esta ahora tiene la bola. Ya no
Excuse me.
tiene el brazo.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
Ojo, ojo,
I'd like
ojo.
to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard,
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me.
Oh.
I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up.
Que te calles.
You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line.
Oof.
And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Vamos, la sirenita.
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Ella quería que
Vivian
todo
wanted you
fuera.
freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay,
La
my dear. It's going to
sirenita.
be
He
just...
ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Y va a
Don't
pagar
worry.
por ello.
He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so.
Vamos,
Ever.
vamos, vamos.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Toma, toma, calla la boca,
It's
calla.
like we found our evidence.
Que huele, que huele.
Firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
Toma.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody.
Ole, ole,
We
ole,
can
ole.
imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up!
Callarse todos.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting
Yo
yourself.
tomaré.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
El no debería
Snow
decir.
should decide what we do with him. She's gonna be the deputy mayor,
But
so...
she's not the deputy mayor yet.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was
Cállate.
appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to
Escúchame.
me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Pero
Okay,
escúchame.
Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just
Pero,
do what you think is right.
pero escúchame, dame tiempo, no me des tiempo. En plan, déjame.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a
Arrancarle la
fucking
cabeza.
lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace? ¿Qué hace, loco? ¿Tú que eres gilipollas? Es que eres tonto, es que eres tontísimo. ¿Qué hace? ¿Tú que eres tonto?
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
Lo siento, no puedo, no puedo. No puedo.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you
After
can't be
what
serious.
he's done, you're just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right. Do it.
No he podido matarlo, lo siento. No he podido matarlo. Lo siento, no he podido. Me ha dado un arco en el pecho. Hostia. ¿Le transforma en un cuervo?
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff.
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay.
Escúchame. Pues le hemos transformado. Bonito está. ¿Qué pasa? Hombre.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Vale.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Vale. Aprox.
Good morning,
15 minutos, lo mejor 10.
You're late.
A lo mejor un poquito más. Hombre,
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
No podía matarlo, no podía matarlo. Perdón, no podía. Me ha petado el pecho, me ha petado el pecho. Mi plan era tirarlo al pozo, pero... Es que no sé qué diferencia hay entre el pozo y matarlo. Que una no sufre o como, no sé. Pero lo he transformado en un cuervo, la verdad.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Pero ya se le di dinero, tío.
Holding up. I know this isn't ideal for you.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
El cuervo también te lo lleva.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please?
Una bomba.
Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so...
Vale.
If you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Oh, claro.
It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches
Le
that
encantará.
squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Lo
I'm
lamento,
sorry,
tío.
TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
¿Tú te vas a callar o
Bye,
tienes un
Mr.
puño?
Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby,
¿Qué quieres?
where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
Colin gets to stay.
That's bullshit, Bigby, and you know it.
Tío, porque le den por culo, tío. Él se queda porque lo pago yo. Coño.
Saying goodbye?
¡Oh! Nerissa. La sirenita. Pero si no estaba yo viendo, maricón.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am.
Es que
it's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Lo entiendo.
It's okay. I get it.
Pues está más salvo el puto culo.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Ojo.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Yo no le había dado un cigarro ahora, tío. Tranqui.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
Vale, lo hecho está.
What's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Duro, duro.
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Marissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true.
After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
But you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Eso es verdad. Ahí tienes razón. A ver, la rana me suena los cojones. Sinceramente.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Hostia. No le mira el culo.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Ir tras ella.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Pero ¿cómo que ir tras ella? ¡No! No, tío. No quería ir tras ella. Le mentiste sobre ver a Bella fuera de su apartamento. Hostia, pero escúchame. Vale. Escogiste romper una botella en su cara en el interrogatorio. Confiscaste su dinero cuando estaba en custodia. Claro. Le diste dinero cuando su pelea con el leñador. Duro, ¿eh? Duro. Duro, ¿eh? Muy duro, ¿eh? Pero ya se ha acabado. No, no, escucha. Escucha. ¿Esto qué coño es? Que vale, muy bien, pero que no quiero yo eso. ¿Eso qué coño es, tío? Pero escucha. Yo he ido tras ella, pero yo no he entendido por qué. Espera, eso lo voy a repetir. No me toques los cojones, ¿sabes? No, eso lo voy a repetir. Me suena la polla, ¿sabes? Continuar. ¿Cómo? Este, ¿no? Supongo. Aquí mismo. Me suena los cojones. ¿Puedo saltarme las cosas? Ah, no, claro. Pues vamos a hacer cosas distintas, ¿sabes? Quiero decirle ¿podemos hablar? ¿Podemos hablar un poquillo? Pero escucha, yo me quería liar con Blancanieves, ¿sabes? Era mi objetivo. No me ha gustado, el final. A ver, este está encerrado. Este me suena la polla, ¿sabes?
Not what I was expecting. Morning, Crooked Man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Sí, está bien.
Work is work, I guess.
Hey, Sheriff.
No sé si
I know who you are, Flycatcher. You've worked at the Woodlands for how many years now?
I think I've lost count. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Voy a ver si puedo hablar con Blancanieves. Buenos
This
días.
fucking line.
¿Qué pasa aquí yo?
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
¿Podemos hablar?
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Quiero hablar
talk later,
contigo.
okay?
Quiero hablar contigo, tío. Nada, vete a tomar por culo, tío. Oh, ¿y este?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Este no apareció antes.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
¿Por qué coño me guiñas? Gilipollas. Con todo su culo gordo. Puto cerdo. ¿Esto es lo que hemos visto antes? Sí, ¿no? Sí. Pero no hay ninguna forma de pasarme
I'm going. Jesus.
al espacio, lo pauso y aquí. Pues más de lo mismo.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Then carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab
No
that,
soy
would
tan
you?
dramático.
It's just a farm. You don't have to be so dramatic about it.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Porque has incumplido las normas,
Wait,
soplapolla.
Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Pulqui, te meto así.
Can
Una
you
puta
give this
rana.
to Miss White, please?
No.
Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Venga, claro, yo me aseguro. Es que no puedo, no me
I
sale.
couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Un anillo de
It's
matrimonio.
a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these
Eso es
pouches
genial.
that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm?
Como en la
I've
granja.
heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep
Es la hostia.
sometimes.
Niño, niño,
God, I
la
hope
hostia.
not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Tu
Your
papá
dad
rompió
broke
la
the
regla.
rules, TJ. You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Okay.
Goodbye, TJ.
Venga,
Hey, Bigby,
me den por culo.
where's your friend, Colin?
Él se queda.
Where's the fucking pig?
¿Cómo lo
How
sé?
should I know?
Venga. Chúpame la polla.
Saying goodbye?
Hombre. Qué sorpresa. Buenos días.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Lo entiendo, es que no me sale ese malo. Te lo juro. Hay cosas que las hago sin querer, pero no me sale de por sí ese malo.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Sí, que mataron a toda esta gente, el
It's
Yori.
about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith Lily and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and
Buen
pie
plan.
for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
Toma.
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they'd go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay?
Vale,
I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie didn't do mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Voy a darle un cigarro esta vez.
Here.
Thank you.
Porque mi hermano se
I
llevó
don't
el
know
cable
what
para el
happened,
cargador.
but that night at the club,
Y no tengo
Georgie
otro, así
came
que-
back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us.
Además tengo
We
la
had
mesa hecha una
committed
puta mierda.
treason.
Tengo que recogerla y
And while
ponerla
the
aquí.
two
No
of
tengo
us
dónde ponerla.
were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
Mentiste,
But it
cerda.
wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end.
No sé qué pasa ahora
Can't
mismo.
hold
En
that
plan,
against you.
si la
I
dejo
know
ahí, no
he
sé qué
ordered
pasa.
their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality.
Vamos a ver si sacamos el segundo
Especially
final, ya que ya hemos hecho el primero. Vamos a
That
ver si el
night,
segundo
after Faith,
lo hacemos mejor.
I tried to warn Lily,
Porque
but she
quiero
wasn't
hablar con
with
la
her
otra,
scheduled
tío. No quiero hablar
appointment.
con esta.
So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter
Vale,
what
vale,
I
vale,
do,
vale.
it's just
Concentración
not
ahora.
enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Voy a
I
decirle
don't really
esto.
know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing.
Vale, vale.
You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
Va.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Y ahora empieza a hablar solo, a pensar.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Vale. Y se pone pim, pum, pum, pim. Y me pone seguirla, dejarla ahí.
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Y eres así, así. Dejarla ahí. Antes le daba a la otra. Vamos a darle esta vez a esta. A ver si yo qué sé. Pero no me acabes ahora el juego aquí, hijo de puta. No me acabes ahora el juego aquí, no me seas puto cerdo. Déjame hablar con Blancanieves, cabrón. No, no.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Se acaba aquí, se acaba aquí. Pues a tomar por culo, tío. Aquí se acaba. Pues a tomar por culo, tío. Pero yo quería... ¿Dónde está Blancanieves? Aquí, tío. Aquí. Pero es que, tío, es que escúchame. Coño, joder, me asusto siempre. Pues me hubiera gustado, tío, yo qué sé. Escoge tu novela gráfica, no sé qué. Y es que aquí sale... Espérate, a ver si lo vemos. Jugar. Continuar. ¿Cómo que continuar? Es lo que yo no entiendo. Continuar. Pero eso ya lo hemos visto, ¿no?
I'm going. Jesus.
Sí, esto ya lo hemos visto. Pues toma por culo, tío. Menú principal. Hostia, opción que le metí el micro. Pues ya que lo hemos terminado, voy a cortar el directo por aquí, tío. Es que lo último, luego te voy a ir dejando. Aquí te cuentan toda la historia. Aquí Blancanieves. Mira la hija de puta. El lobo feroz. El postre de tu puta madre. ¿Y a ti qué te pasa? El hombre torcido. Ha sido chungo, ha sido chungo muchas cosas. Pero bueno. Voy a dejarlo por aquí. ¿Cuánto llevo de directo? Voy a mirarlo, esperarse. Casi 2 horitas, está bien. Está bien. Pues voy a cortar directo. Ahora luego a lo mejor haré otro por la noche. Pero vamos a ir dejándolo por aquí. Subiré a YouTube tanto este como el anterior, que lo tengo que subir. Y poco más. ¿Qué juego jugaré? Pues Overwatch me gustaría subir algo. Y no sé, ya veré el juego. De momento no tengo ningún plan así del tirón. A lo mejor miro aquí algún juego que tenga. Pero bueno, eso. Que voy a ir dejándolo. Vale. Que a tomar por culo todo el mundo ya.